Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Muhammad Fauzi from group HM1124FA and my matric number is 2019 402264.
I am Nurainul binti Muhammad Sukri from class HM1124FA. My student ID is 2019 431248.
My name is Nurainul binti Karim. I'm from THM1124FA. My student ID is 2019-23118.
My name is Siti Farah Anissa binti Rosli. My student ID is 2019442174. I am from class HM1124FA. Today, our group will present about Airline Catering. First of all, Farah will introduce to you guys about Airline Catering. Airline catering is a meal served to passengers on board a commercial airline is known as an airline meal, airline food, or in-flight meal. Specialized airline catering service prepare this meal, which are usually served to passengers through an airline service trolley. The nature and quantity of these meals varies greatly depending on the airline and class of travel. They can be as easy as a snack or drink in short-haul economy to a 7-course government meal in first class on a long-haul trip. Food served varies greatly from country to country and often incorporate components of regional cuisine, often from both the origin and destination countries. Do you want to know about the history of airline catering? Yeah. Frederick Henley Page formed Henley Page Transport Limited, an airline, in 1919, shortly after the end of World War I. Henley Page Type 0 from 400 bomber adapted for passenger use were the company's first aircraft. They traveled from London to Paris. The Henley Page Type W8 was later used for flights to both Paris to Brussels, thanks to an order from the Air Ministry. Imperial Airways was established on 31 March 1924. When Henley assets and operations were combined with those of 3 other British airlines, Henley Page Reading Limited was established in 1947 to take over mass aircraft operation. I believe that you guys are curious about the type of food and the service that airline catering use, right? Let me explain. For the type of food, airline catering serve varies depending on the airline and travel class, with a tablecloth, metal cutlery, and glassware. Meals may be served on a single tray or in several courses without a tray. Food reflects the cuisine of the region in which the airline is headquartered or the country to which a plane is flying. Meat is usually served at an airline buffet, most commonly chicken or beef. For the type of service, airline catering use commissary food service system that has centralized food procurement and production function, which distribute of prepared menu item to several remote areas for final preparation and service.
The advantage and disadvantage of using commissary system. The first advantage is due to large purchases, we can reduce the cost of operation. Second is effective and consistent quality control, as there is only one unit that need to supervise. Thirdly, we can minimize place requirement for better kitchen production. However, there is also disadvantage of using commissary system. There are many critical points where contamination can occur. Secondly, specialized equipment and trucks are needed for food safety. Lastly, high-cost equipment and equipment maintenance. Flowchart of kitchen. From food reception, the ingredients will be stored in cold storage and dry storage. During the food preparation, the items that need to be thawed will be thawed, and in the hot kitchen, after the food are completely cooked, they will chill the food into blast chiller. Then it will be transferred into chilled storage. After that, they will assembly the foods into hot kitchen assembly, and the trays of food before it was dispatched to the location and be loaded into the aircraft. While in cold kitchen, the packaging are complete, they will chill the foods in chilled storage, and then they will assembly the foods and put it on tray, and it will be the same flow for the hot kitchen, which they will chill it again and dispatch for to be loaded.
It is important to maintain the food quality in airline catering. There are three issues about food safety in airline catering. One of the issue is control. Control is crucial to maintaining food quality. And other than hygiene practice, one of the tenets of these guidelines is temperature control. The temperature danger zones is between 5 Celsius and 57 Celsius. 4 hours in that range and it will be completely unsafe to eat. Next is reporting. Despite having many critical points, reported accidents of airline food-related illness are few and far between. Luckily, most foodborne illness only produce mild symptoms such as diarrhea or vomiting, but they are often unreported. For those are reported the incubation periods that puts food safety authorities at a disadvantage. Last but not least is risk. Although the number of accidents is low, the risk of contaminations for airline catering is always present. The purpose of controls and procedures is to reduce that risk to the lowest level possible. I will explain about tips to reduce contamination. One of the tips to reduce contamination is personal hygiene. All the staff should receive training that prevents food contaminations hazards from sneezing, coughing, not washing hands, and forearms regularly. Secondly, utensil. Separate utensil should always be used to prepare different foods, and this need to be cleaned using high heat to kill contamination. Lastly is waste control. Garbage should be stored and sealed in the appropriate locations to aid the pest control and avoid cross-contamination. Next, I will explain about equipment use in airline catering. First equipment that used in airline catering is transport carts. The carts is very handy for transporting food, drinks and crockery to each passengers. Second equipment is plastic cutlery. Last equipment is polycarbonate dinnerware. This is durable dinnerware that can be used repeatedly and virtually unbreakable.
Between menu based on the class. Goal 1. The advantage of economy class is the fact that it's cheaper and more people can afford to travel on it. But the food offering is of lower quality than the quality of the food offered on a business class flight. Goal 2. Business class flight offer food and drink with a quality that is above average, and this guarantee their excellent taste. Business class flights are an ideal option for those of you who value comfort and privacy. Business class offer premium quality in flight service and amenity. Conclusion. First quarter, a meal served to passengers on board a commercial airline is known as an airline meal, airline food or in-flight meal. Second quarter, the type of food served vary depending on the airline and travel class. Third quarter, food reflect the cuisine of the region in which the airline is headquartered or the country to which the plane is